Hi, folks. Karen Pescatori here, author of the Kids Court Whodunit series and the Phoebe Chen Mystery series. My books are available on Amazon and other online bookstores. But today we're not here to talk about my books. I'm just here to give you the name of a book series that you can check out if you have children that are maybe not that into reading. Okay, these books are the Captain Underpants books. Okay, yes, you've probably heard of them. If you haven't, if you're like a parent who's just having kids that are just getting into reading and you're not really sure where to go, first, second, third, even fourth grade, these are a great set of books. I mean, they have silly names like, let me see, this one is Captain Underpants and the Perilous Plot of Professor Poopy Pants. Yes, and Captain Underpants, yeah, that's him right there. The guy with the underwear and the cape. Yeah, he's not exactly your the type of superhero that you would be expecting. Another title is Captain Underpants and the Attack of the Talking Toilets. Yeah. Okay. Now, as a parent, I'm sure you're thinking, "What? I'm not gonna buy my kids, books with those titles." No way. But I'm telling you, these are great stories. They're fun. They're silly. They're just as silly as you would expect them to be. Like, seriously, they make like little sense, but they do the job. I mean, they engage children. They entertain them. They make them excited about reading. There are 12 books. My son actually came home. I remember, I think it's when we first moved to Florida. It was the first time I heard about it. He started going to school. It was second grade. And he came home telling me about this Captain Underpants book that a classmate was reading and that he wanted to read it too. So, of course, I ran out and bought it. We read it together. It was silly. It made no sense to me. But, I mean, it was funny. I mean, I laughed too. It was really funny. It's about these two kids who... I don't know. They're so rude. It's like they're always getting in trouble at school, and their principal has come up with unique ways to impose punishment. Of course, none of those punishments would ever be allowed in any real school. Like, I mean, crazy things like having them come to his house and cut his lawn and silly stuff like that. But they get back at him, and let's just say that the guy in the underpants with the cape that's running around playing superhero, he's their principal. Yeah, And so anyway, these books are great for kids who don't like to read, particularly boys. I mean, I find generally speaking that girls are less picky about reading and more inclined to read. At least that was true for me with my kids. I have a daughter who's 17 now. My son's 14. He loved the Captain Underpants books. As you can see, we still have them, and we have them in hardcover. We have all 12, okay? And he refuses to let go of them, and he'll be 15 this year. Yeah. So, and my daughter never read them. So anyway, that's a great set of books. It's a great series. Dav Pilkey, his last name is spelled Pilkey. He not only writes the Captain Underpants series, he also writes another series entitled Dog Man, which is just as silly. Okay, and if I remember correctly, it's about a dog who's also a man. It's a combination. But these books are great for getting kids into reading. So if you have a child that's like 6, 7, 8, 9, I mean, and they're just not inclined to read, and you've never heard of these books or never tried them with these books, I would say give it a try. Get the first one, read it with your kid. Then you'll know what the book is about. You'll know if you approve of it or not. You know what I mean? And reading to them. Who doesn't like to hear a story? Everybody likes to be told a story. Reading is another issue, but if you read it to them and then get to the point where maybe you read a page and they read the next page and, back and forth, you take turns, eventually they'll be reading on their own, or they'll be reading to you and then reading on their own. So, good luck in this venture. I mean, I have two kids. They both enjoy reading, but in today's world with social media, YouTube, video games, streaming platforms and the like, even for kids who enjoy reading, it's hard to keep them, engaged. But it's so essential. I mean, I think that reading is the number one reason why my kids do so great in school. So good luck. If you have any questions, want any more suggestions, have kids that are older, you've aged out of the Captain Underpants age, then just, you can drop a comment. I'll be sure to respond. And in the meantime, if you could like this video and hit that subscribe button, I'd appreciate it. All right. Peace out.